What is up, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Yogi's Novice Garage. In this video, we're going to take a look at this brute self-propelled mower powered by a 725EXi Briggs & Stratton engine. So, I'm going to be completely honest and mention that I actually did not pay any money for this mower. However, it did cost me something else instead. Something that I was actually very fond of. A couple months ago, I was scrolling through some for sale sites looking for equipment to purchase, and I happened to come across this mower. The seller was asking $150 or to trade a weed eater. He even gave somewhat of a full disclosure of the item, stating what was wrong with it, and it also claimed to have a piece that needed to be replaced on it, which happened to be the blade adapter that you see right here. So I sat for about a good hour thinking about this deal before I finally came to a decision. I had pretty much thought that if I didn't want to spend any money on equipment, I will take another option. And that option just so happened to be to trade my FS56 steel weed eater. I ended up sending this guy a couple pictures of the weed eater along with a video of me starting it just to show him that it actually does run and it runs well. I had to make about an hour round trip to go make this trade, and the whole time there and back I kept thinking to myself, is this trade going to be worth it? And that's exactly what we are going to find out in this video. But before we get too far into the video, I would just like to point out, just like in my other videos, that I am a complete novice when it comes to working on small engines, or any other engine for that matter. Hence the name, Yogi's Novice Garage. I have no formal background in small engines, and all the knowledge that I have so far has come strictly from watching YouTube videos and some Google searches. And in my other videos, I have pointed out as many mistakes as I could find. However, this time I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to leave that up to you, the viewer, to point the mistakes out for me. Anything that you see that I may have done wrong, or something that I could have done better, please feel free to put it in the comments to help me with my learning process. I will jump in at random times throughout the video just to give a brief explanation of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. With that being said, sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. And who knows, you might even get a few laughs after seeing some of the mistakes that I make. And if you stick around until the very end, you'll get to witness a sneak preview of some of my upcoming projects. So right here I decided that one thing I should definitely do before deciding to put money into this mower is to at least make sure that I have good compression. And you'll notice that the compression readout is at about 60 psi. And at first I thought that that meant that this project was dead in the water. However, after learning what a compression release was, I realized that 60 psi is right about where you want it to be. This right here explains all the rattling you heard underneath the deck when I was pulling the rope. As you'll see here, the blade is not connected to the blade adapter, which I was aware of that when I picked up the mower. The head of the bolt is gouged because he said that he attempted to remove it but was unsuccessful, and also said that he did not have the right tools to remove it. So, as you can see here, it's making it very difficult for me to get it off with my impact. So we're going to try a more aggressive approach. So in just a few moments you're going to see the extent of the damage on this blade adapter. And then I'm going to compare the one that he gave me side by side with the one that's already on there. And almost immediately I notice that something just doesn't seem right. So right here is where my suspicions are confirmed. The blade adapter that the previous owner gave me is the wrong size. The bore on that one is too small and it will not fit over the shaft. It may be hard to tell, but the piece on the left is the adapter that I just took off, and the piece on the right was the extra one that the previous owner gave me. The bores on them are two different sizes. The one on the right is smaller than the one on the left. So needless to say, I ended up having to order more parts for this mower than what I originally anticipated. And for the longest time, I honestly thought that I may have gotten scammed by this guy. But then I remembered he did tell me that he received this mower from somebody else in this condition. So I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt that he had absolutely no idea that it was the wrong part. And I actually still do business with the guy every now and then, selling and trading items. But before I just go ordering parts for this mower, there's just a few things that I have to check on it first. Right here I'm checking the valve clearances, and I'm not going to really get too in-depth on explaining exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, because honestly, I'm still kind of learning how to do it myself. The reason I'm doing this is because earlier in the video, when I was checking for spark, the rope snapped out of my hand, and if you couldn't tell, it caused me some slight discomfort. I was also advised by someone on a small engines repair group on Facebook to check the flywheel key, make sure that it is not sheared, which you will see me do that in a few moments, and you might even get a chuckle watching me struggle with it. Okay, so the last thing to do before I start ordering parts for this mower is to make sure that I have a good running engine. And as a little heads up, keep an eye on the front end of the mower. So it's a new day and we're back to put some new parts on this mower. We're going to put on a new blade adapter, an air filter, and a brand new blade. And I did wash this mower, however, I deleted most of the video footage to save time. I left a short segment in the video because I think I may have made a mistake and just wanted to see if anybody else could point it out. And even though the blade is brand new, I did sharpen it. That may seem unnecessary, but to me, new blades just seem like they have a dull edge. Let me know what you think in the comments, and after watching me sharpen it, let me know if there is a better method that I should have used to sharpen the blade. I do sharpen blades almost daily at my job, however, they are a different style than the one that you see here. So, not long after that clip is when I realized that I forgot to put the belt cover back on. So, I put it back on and brought it back outside and started it back up again, just to notice another problem. The problem that occurred was that after replacing the belt cover, the blade adapter was rubbing on the inside of it when I was trying to start the mower. The adapter ended up lightly gouging into the inside of the belt cover, but not enough to cause any major damage. Alright.
You gotta ask a parent to get all the steps for it. I don't know what my sister made for it, so I'm gonna make it even more. Everybody liked my video.
So, originally thinking that the blade adapter was the problem, I removed it and compared it to the old blade adapter. And as you can see here, the height on the original adapter is slightly taller. So I end up doing some more measurements on both of them. I check the width and the height just to see what the differences are. The width on both of them seems to be about the same.
I'm trying to make a dog. I'm trying to make a video.
The height on them, as you saw a few moments ago, is slightly different. However, I do believe that that is irrelevant, as you'll see why shortly.
I'm trying to make a video. I'm trying to make a video. Why do you keep looking? Look at that so far. Daddy.
So this is why I think that the height difference is irrelevant. If you notice here, the bore on the new adapter sticks out slightly, and the bore on the old adapter does not. And I think that that makes up for the height difference. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm right or wrong. And it's right here that you may notice that the problem was just another simple case of operator error. It took me a moment to get there, but I finally figured it out. So throughout this video, I'm sure that you have seen me make plenty of mistakes, and I did say that I was going to let you, the viewers, point the mistakes out for me. But this is a mistake that I think I will explain to you. If you noticed a few moments ago when I was trying to put the belt cover on, the belt itself was actually preventing me from doing that, and that's something that I did not notice right away. So pretty much what I should have done from the beginning is make sure that the belt was pulled taut, that way it was out of the way of the belt cover. That's something that I did not realize would be a problem until now. So I suppose for future reference, just in case I ever find myself in this situation again, one easy option would be to just clamp down the drive bar. And one last thing that I'll mention is that I did clean the carburetor, but I'm saving that for another video. Even though it didn't sound like it needed to be cleaned, I did it anyway, just so I could put it in the description of when I was trying to sell it. And before this video ends, I'd just like to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this video and my other videos. If you would, please hit that like and subscribe button along with the bell icon so you can be notified every time I release a new video. As I mentioned in my last video, my uploads will probably slow down for a while because in just a few short weeks, the wife and I will be welcoming our new baby boy into this world. However, I do have plenty of video footage that I will work on whenever I get the chance, but most of my attention will have to go to Mama and the new baby along with the other children. But in regards to this video, the big question would be, was the trade worth it? I did end up selling this mower only 2 days after posting it for sale, and I did make a decent profit off of it. However, I do miss my steel weed eater. But at the same time, I did gain some knowledge working on this project. So I guess no matter how you think about it, the answer to that question would be a matter of opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.